today's video, we're going to go ahead and make some henna cones. I'm going to show you what materials that I use, which are pretty simple, and show you how I feel and then seal the cones up. So what I have here are a pair of scissors, a carrot bag full of fresh henna paste. I have this lip gloss organizer, and inside the lip gloss organizer I have my cellophane henna cones that I rolled, and I have another video in which I show you how I roll those, but I go ahead and put them in here. It helps to keep them upright, and so when I fill them with the henna paste goes down to the tip, and the cones won't get smashed, they won't fall over, and I can fill quite a few cones at one time. I actually have multiple lip gloss organizers, so I can make lots of cones at one time. You can put multiple cones in each section if you want to. I just put one just to make it easy and simple, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I fill them and then how I seal them up. So the next step for making the henna cones, once the henna has settled into the cone, I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the lip gloss organizer and just push the henna the rest of the way down into the cone, like so. I may have overfilled that one just a little bit. And you'll want to tear off either 1/2 inch or 1 inch pieces of tape, and then just go ahead and tape up the very top part of the cone there, just so no more henna spills out. Just like that. And then what I do is I take the sides and I fold them in, so it kind of comes to a point, and I hold them down with my thumb, and then I fold that top part on top of itself. And then I keep going until it doesn't roll anymore. And it's just like that. And then I take a second piece of tape. Usually this one is a little bit longer. It's one of the inch-long pieces. And I just tape that down here. And you have a henna cone. It's pretty simple. And I'll go ahead and make a couple of more. And I like my henna cones small. I don't like them extra long because I don't like them to flop over on top of themselves. And for those of you who are wondering, I have my little strips of tape on the edge of my table here, but you could also, if you have one of these lip gloss organizers, you can put the tape on the edge of the lip gloss organizer or on the edge of a table, or just to keep them organized. But I like to just keep them on the edge of a table. And I'm folding that over until it doesn't fold over anymore. And all the henna is pushed to the tip of the cone. And I actually roll my cones closed. I don't roll them with an opening because I don't want henna to spill out. And I also don't stick pins in the edges of my cones. You'll see that a lot of henna artists will do that. It's just my personal preference not to do that. And sometimes you'll need extra tape on the top to seal your cones. These are just my cones for doing body art. They don't need to look pretty, they just need to be functional. If you are making henna cones to sell, you'll definitely want to make them look prettier. Definitely want to do that. And then links for all of the products that I've used in this video will be in the information box below the video. If you're wondering, including the lip gloss organizer, they're pretty inexpensive. If you're making lots of henna cones at one time, They're really great to have. I believe this particular one holds 24. It has 24 slots. It's made of acrylic. And there are different types of lip gloss holders. I would recommend getting the lip gloss one and not the lipstick one. The lipstick holder is a little bit shorter, or the lipstick organizer. And your cones may flop over or fall out. So I highly recommend the taller one, which is made for lip gloss. And so you see I have my little tiny cones. This is how I prefer the size of my cones to be. They're not any more than 3 or 4 inches long. But these are just for me to use for doing henna art. The wrapping is made out of a cello paper, and I'll put a link to where I get that as well down in the information box. It's the same type of paper that they use to wrap flowers for bouquets and things like that. If you buy bouquets of flowers at the store or at the florist, it's that same type of paper. You can also find them in some stationery and gift wrap stores, but when I purchase it online, I get a pretty good deal, and it cuts down on the cost of my supplies. So save money where you can, right? You don't want to have to spend extra money. You want to invest that extra money in buying really high quality henna powder so you can get the best possible stains. I'll put a link down in the information box for the henna powder that I used and for these cones. I will put that in the information box. I use lots of different types of henna powder. They're all really great. This happens to be Rajasthani henna powder. I'm getting ready to do a henna tutorial that has a lot of fine lines and details, so I prefer to use the Rajasthani because it's nice and stringy and can get some fine lines. So I hope this video has been helpful for you in making henna cones. If there's anything I missed or any questions that you have, you can go ahead and put them down in the comment section below. Also, if you have any video requests, feel free to go ahead and request those in the comment section as well, and I will get to them as soon as I can. I thank you so much for watching, and please rate, comment, and most of all, subscribe and come back and watch those videos. And I will see you in the next video. Take care now.